Hello and welcome to my channel for news about the Fact Gossip 24. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Alana, your friend, is me. Let's begin.
Are Darcey and Stacey still feuding after 90 Day, the last resort tell-all? I think there could be trouble in their relationship. The never-ending drama between iconic 90 Day Fiancé franchise twin sisters Darcey Silva and Stacey Silva isn't showing any signs of letting up, especially after the last 90 Day, the last resort tell-all Part 2. Darcey appeared on 90 Day, the last resort with her husband, Florian Sukic, a native of Albania. Darcey and Florian's relationship has played out over multiple 90 Day spin-offs. The two were married in April 2020, but it hasn't been smooth sailing for the cross-cultural pair, as rumors of infidelity have plagued Florian and caused Darcey to have trust issues. Darcey's sister, Stacey, is no stranger to relationship issues, as she and her husband, Georgi Rusev, a native of Bulgaria, have also had to contend with trust issues. Darcey and Stacey's journey into the 90 Day Fiancé franchise started with Darcey and her then-boyfriend, Jesse Meester. They appeared on 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, but viewers were so taken by Darcey and her twin, Stacey, that the women would go on to appear on multiple 90 Day spin-offs, including their own show, Darcey and Stacey, which ran for 4 seasons. While Darcey and Florian's relationship was the focus of 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, Stacey visited her sister on the show to support Darcey and her struggles with Florian. Because of Florian and Stacey's closeness, Darcey isn't sure that her sister should be trusted. She was suspicious of the close bond Darcey had with Florian, as she showed up hugging him and referring to him as her brother and bestie. I think Stacey got a little jealous in that moment, and it caused her to clash with her sister and her husband. Darcey said that she showed up to the resort to work on her relationship with Stacey because she reasoned that Stacey couldn't fix her relationship with Florian if her relationship with her twins suffering. Seems to me like Stacey showed up for screen time, but it's always fun to see her and Darcey's dynamic. Stacey is immediately on the defensive when Darcey arrives, saying that Darcey can't communicate with her own husband, Georgi, so she's communicating with Florian instead. There's definitely some jealousy happening between the sisters. Darcey and Stacey have some deep-rooted issues, probably stemming back from childhood. Darcey's theory is that Stacey isn't happy in her own marriage to Georgi, so she doesn't want Darcey to be happy either. Stacey immediately stirred up trouble at the resort. She said that Florian also slid into her DMs initially, which Darcey emphatically refuted by saying that Florian didn't know they were twins and thought it was the same person. Stacey seemed to relish the fact that she and Florian are so close, and she rubbed it in her sister's face, saying that Darcey is a Debbie Downer sometimes. No wonder there's tension. When Darcey joined Stacey on the tell-all, Stacey continued to stress that Darcey and Florian were much closer than she was with either of them. Stacey kept claiming their late-night chats were innocent, and usually involved Stacey venting to Florian about her own troubled marriage to Georgi, but Darcey continued to feel that it was inappropriate. The sisters have always had a love-hate relationship, which is relatable to me as a woman with 2 sisters. Sister relationships can be complicated, because as much love as there is, there's also competition, jealousy, and, potentially, mistrust that can happen between siblings. Darcey and Stacey are no exception. The women, both 50, are captivating to watch, and their sister dynamic is one of the most compelling reasons why. The sisters appear to be on good terms today, as they're each posted on each other's social media channels, and are also in each other's comments, offering support. If there's one thing we've learned from 90 Day Fiancé and its growing list of spin-offs, it's that family relationships can be just as dramatic, if not more, than the romantic ones. And when it comes to iconic twin sisters Darcey and Stacey Silva, drama tends to follow them wherever they go. Ever since their breakout appearances on 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days and later their own show Darcey and Stacey, the sisters have given viewers a front-row seat to their turbulent love lives, cosmetic procedures, and occasionally tense sisterly bond. But lately, things between them seem off. Fans started noticing cracks in their relationship during 90 Day, the last resort tell-all. And while the sisters have always been known for their intense personalities and larger-than-life emotional reactions, this time felt different. It wasn't just the usual bickering or competitive energy we've seen before, it had an edge to it, something unresolved. It's led many to wonder, are Darcey and Stacey still feuding after the tell-all? And is there real trouble brewing in their relationship? Let's break it down. For those who might be newer to the 90 Day universe, it's important to understand that Darcey and Stacey's dynamic has always been rooted in intense closeness paired with fierce competitiveness. They're identical twins who have practically lived parallel lives, from failed marriages and dramatic relationships with foreign men, to moving to Miami and even getting identical cosmetic surgeries. In some ways, this closeness has been their strength. They've built businesses together, appeared on reality TV side by side, and supported each other through heartbreak. But as any twin, or sibling, for that matter, will tell you, this kind of intense connection can sometimes lead to jealousy, resentment, and unspoken rivalry. Throughout Darcey and Stacey, we've seen moments where their relationship veered into tense territory. Darcey often felt left out when Stacey and her husband Florian were thriving while she was still single. Stacey sometimes rolled her eyes at Darcey's emotional outbursts and messy love life. But no matter how bad things got, they always seemed to find their way back to each other. During the 90 Day, the last resort tell-all, fans picked up on subtle, and not so subtle, tension between the Silva twins. What was supposed to be a platform for couples to address their relationship issues turned into an unexpected spotlight on the sisters' own rocky dynamic. While they didn't have a full-blown argument on camera, there were definite signs of strain. Passive-aggressive comments. Darcey made a few pointed remarks about how certain people pretend to have it all together while secretly struggling, which fans speculated was aimed at Stacey. Awkward body language. The twins, normally inseparable, seemed unusually stiff and distant with one another, not making as much physical contact or playful teasing as usual. Different perspectives. When asked about their current relationship status and life plans, the sisters gave conflicting answers about their business ventures and personal goals, hinting at possible behind-the-scenes disagreements. These small moments might seem insignificant to an outsider, but longtime fans know that for Darcey and Stacey, tension often simmers quietly before boiling over. What could be causing trouble between them? I think there's more going on beneath the surface than what we saw at the tell-all. Here are a few possible factors contributing to the growing strain between Darcey and Stacey. I think there's more going on beneath the surface than what we saw at the tell-all. Here are a few possible factors contributing to the growing strain between Darcey and Stacey. 1. Relationship envy. While Stacey's marriage to Florian hasn't been perfect, the two have remained together and recently seemed more stable. Darcey, on the other hand, has faced heartbreak after heartbreak, most recently breaking things off with Georgie. The sisters have always measured their successes in terms of relationships, and Darcey may feel like she's constantly falling behind. Business tensions. The twins co-own their fashion brand, House of 11, and while it started as a shared passion, running a business together isn't always smooth sailing. Differing opinions about finances, creative direction, and public image could easily lead to tension. Darcey seems more fame-driven at times, while Stacey appears to want a more grounded, family-focused life. 3. Identity struggles. As identical twins who've lived parallel lives for decades, it's natural they might crave their own space and individuality. The older they get, the harder it may be to maintain such a tightly fused identity. Darcey might resent Stacey's seemingly picture-perfect life, while Stacey could feel burdened by Darcey's emotional intensity and constant relationship drama. The toll of reality TV. Let's face it, being in the public eye puts pressure on any relationship. Every argument, disagreement, or moment of insecurity is broadcast and dissected by millions of viewers. This can heighten insecurities, exaggerate conflicts, and make it difficult to have genuine, private conversations. The twins might be feeling burned out from years of public scrutiny. Are they still feuding? As of now, neither Darcey nor Stacey has directly addressed any ongoing feud in interviews or on social media. They've continued to promote Darcey and Stacey, post joint selfies, and share family moments, but the energy feels a little forced at times. While there haven't been any public blow-ups, the subtle signs of distance are there. Whether it's growing up, differing priorities, or simply fatigue from constantly living in each other's shadows, it seems like their relationship is in a delicate place. I don't think they'll ever have a full, permanent falling out. Their bond is too deep, and they've been through too much together. But I do think they might need some real time apart to figure out who they are outside of their twin dynamic. Space could actually strengthen their relationship in the long run. Darcey and Stacey Silva have spent their entire lives side by side, sharing everything from business ventures to heartbreak to cosmetic transformations. But the tension that surfaced during 90 Day, the last resort tell-all hints at deeper, unspoken issues that many twins and siblings face as they grow older.